New here? Let us catch you up. 3 years ago, we made a wild decision to buy a 50-year-old wrecked boat for just €1. It's been a roller coaster of hard work, challenges and incredible moments, but Seabird is finally coming together. And trust us, the best is yet to come.
I always find when working by myself, I end up just sanding and prepping for the next round of jobs. But also means I can take Peelply off. Listen to that sound. Oh, that's a beautiful feeling.
Thanks Brent for the Hoover bags. We used a lot of these bags. And still everything is covered in dust.
We're just putting these little ribs in the corridor now, so that's good. Then we can have a floor.
Why are you so serious? Yep. It's come the time we are working in the corridor, which is the last. I was a bit worried because we were joining the aft and the front floor, and it was gonna be maybe it wouldn't match the front with the back.
Yeah, it's more or less okay.
It's more or less okay. It's not perfect, but we're not too bothered.
Change tack.
Yeah, so we're gonna go for one support here and another one over there where Stu is marking.
And obviously the engine is going to have a big piece, a big triangle coming out here.
Yeah, because we are rebuilding the engine bed, we'll also raise that leg thing, and
support.
the floor will be able to sit on that as well. That mark would be the top of the support, and that's the bottom. We're gonna make it all the way down there.
Yeah. Cool.
Glue gun, is it hot?
I ain't getting there.
Oh yeah. Look, it's dripping. I love the glue gun. I wish we could have fixed the whole boat just with a glue gun.
Oh, we basically have.
Would you imagine?
Bit of glue here, bit of glue there. There we go.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Yeah, it looks good from my house. Holds floor up, doesn't it? There we are, problem solved.
Okay. Should we do the other one then?
Yeah, alright.
And that's the second one. Now we just need to glue these two pieces together, and then we can just tap them in place like we did with that. And after that we can do the joists and start making up the floor. Finally! Sweet!
How solid is it?
That's pretty much perfect. It's not even tapped in. I find backwards engineering very challenging because we are building not from from zero. We're building from bits that are here and there, so it's pretty tricky.
It's alright.
Yeah.
All we're doing is refitting. That's all we're doing.
But sometimes that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's easier to just build from scratch.
Yeah, but I like the boat as is.
Hopefully it all matches and we don't have a wobbly floor.
It's gonna have a wobbly floor. It's a boat.
Yeah, I guess that's the blessing that a boat is never really straight, so it'll be okay. Cool. Stuart asked for my help and he says that he wants to do an experiment, so I can't promise that what's coming is gonna be any good. Oh, look at our engine. When I look at this engine, I think how far we've come and how close we are. Taking that old engine out, destroying all we had to destroy to get into the engine, all the crap that we found under it, all the work we've done on the engine bed already, and all that is left to get done. Soon. I don't think we can fit anything else in this shed.
Yes, look at all this space. There's still loads of space.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty well packed. The rudder. This is a jumbo sail find for €5.
One would say it's the best of fits.
So what is the experiment?
We need to see how the sheet's going to come. So it will come down, along, and then back up. It's just a little low friction ring I made. Let's see. No, I've got an actual car for that. Yeah, it's alright. What do you think? Winch about there? Yeah, not too bad. Looks pretty nice.
That's where they were originally, right?
Around there, yeah.
And you might be thinking why we have been thinking about winches recently, and it's because we're gonna have to install 2 of them pretty soon. Once the engine gets in the boat, we're gonna have to move it inside the engine room, and hopefully with the winches we can lift it and push it in. The boat had no winches at all when we got it, because people had been getting on the boat and taking bits of it, and obviously the winches are the first thing to go. But Stuart's been sourcing them through the interweb on all the second-hand websites, and we've got them all now. That's something I admired about Stuart. He always finds what he needs or what he wants.
It's inside those stripper rings. Months I spent.
Well, but you ended up finding that printing guy, so you always find what you want, and I think it's just because of your positive energy.
Positive energy about the house, because I'm a pain in the ass.
I've never been good at positive energy, and I'm trying to work on that currently. I don't know if you've heard of Dr. Joe, but I've been listening to it recently, and I'm trying to work on my energy. I don't know, my first reaction always when something comes up is thinking it's too difficult, it's too expensive, it's too hard, like all negative. I don't have any good thought about it, and I need to change that.
So I thought I'd do a boat refit.
Yeah, even with this boat, like when Stuart had this idea, my first thought was like, we've never done anything like this, we can't do it, it's too difficult, we don't have money. Like everything was no. the end I said at the end I said yes, and I tried to stay positive, but I must say it's quite hard for me, and I need to work on that every day. So
there's nothing hard about staying positive. Just do it.
Just do it, exactly. But like your brain is wired for that, whilst my brain, I don't know if it's the way I grew up, is wired for. Is wired for like no, you can't do that. That's like. Yeah. Anyway.
We've got a squatter.
Dr. Joe to the rescue. Wait, and no jibby jabba. We're gonna glue these little supports for the floor.
Wait. Okay. We have to do 43 more. There they are, the last two little ribs. Yeah. Okay, cool.
500 of woven plus 300 of chopped strand. Our friend gave us 2 rolls of these before he left on his sailing adventure.
Yeah.
Hello if you're watching. And we gave one to our friends that are restoring a beautiful Formosa, because sharing is caring. But we're about to use this roll for the first time, and it just looks so nice.
The website for this product states that it's only for polyester resin, but our friend working on the Formosa, he's like, no, it's fine with epoxy. So
no, but there is a technical explanation for it.
yeah, because the chopped strand is stitched onto the woven roving
instead of bonded by that chemical that dissolves.
Yeah, just by a pure chemical process that dissolves when you put the polyester on.
Yeah.
But anyway, so
this one doesn't have that chemical, so it doesn't need to be dissolved by polyester. We can work on with epoxy, we think, but we're gonna try it for the first time and see how it goes.
yeah,
It's really cool.
nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Plus it's 5 meters of free fiberglass.
Yeah. Never say no to a freebie. That's how you end up with the container full of stuff.
For this.
We have run out of resin. We need to make an order, so we've done half of it. We still have 2 more layers to put on, so probably we won't be able to install that other one and finish this one until what, couple of days?
Yeah, I think the order normally takes a day or 2 to come to town, and then we can finish that job off. So we'll order that now because it's lunchtime.
Let's go and get it done. Epoxy, wood fill and 10 mixing cups would have been 210 euros, but because they had Black Friday 20% discount, 153. Nice. We also got some bags for 35 euros. It's a roll of 5 meters, but delivery was 12 euros on this one. So 47 euros. We had to tap over one of our holes here, but it's back to being a hole again. So we had to put fiberglass over it, but now it's open, and we're very happy because it fits. We were thinking maybe it was too close to the bulkhead, but no, it still fits and it's all good. And on the outside, as you know, you've probably seen it already, because we took off the fitting, the paint came off with it. So we just primed a little bit around the hole, and it's ready to get painted. There was still some primer left, so I think one coat of primer will be enough, and then we can just paint the gloss over that. Hopefully it's not super noticeable. I still can't get over how shiny the hull is. Because we have to wait a couple of days for the epoxy to arrive, we're just doing little jobs like this that were pending, and also the wind's change is coming now from the north, so doing painting and stuff like this is quite handy now that it's dry. And Stuart is sanding. I have also put some primer on the deck in a few bits. Ripping all this off is taking my whole afternoon shift. Different bits of pipes, tabbing, blocks of wood. But it's one of those jobs that needed doing at some point, and now that we don't have epoxy, I thought I'll get it done. So all these holes are going to need to be filled on fiberglass. Look at that, looks like a face. Here is where the engine panel used to be, and it's gonna be blocked off and closed. That's not where we want the panel for the new engine. The epoxy has arrived and we have all the pieces ready over here. And that is the last support of the whole floor for the boat. We left this one halfway because we ran out of epoxy, so we can finish it now. Oh, I've been dreaming with this moment for a long time. Good job. Oi, that was very energetic. Because of the weather, I couldn't work on my holes for a little while, but they already have the first coat of gloss on. So what do you think? 2 more coats and then we can put the cap fillers on?
Yeah, probably. 2 should be enough.
2 in total, you mean, or 2 more?
2 more, or 2 in total. We're gonna sand the whole decks anyway, as long as, so, 1 inch around the fitting is okay. It's mainly just so we don't need to cut in later on, make it look slightly prettier.
Also, the one on the hull.
Okay.
We made a little mistake that I don't think we showed you, and is that we use primer thinking it was the gloss. So.
Why is it so dark?
It was not white, it was a bit like off-white kind of grey. And we were like, is the paint gone off? And then we realized the tin said primer.
Because the writing was in French.
Because the writing was in French, says Stuart. Anyway, he just like, he just took one more day then, because we had to wrap that off a little bit. And we've done the first coat of gloss today. It will probably need 2 more, but it's just very tricky to paint just a little patch on a big surface that is already painted. Anyway, I think 2 more coats and it won't be that noticeable. And around we can just polish it so it's a bit more hidden. We're about to do some work on the P bracket area, but inside. So I have just put some tape in the holes.
That's it for this week's adventure of Marina and Stu fix up her boat. We got those last 2 ribs in, which means we're nearly at the finishing stages of the floor. That means we can move straight into the stage of the engine, which I'm not gonna lie, we're both pretty apprehensive, but I'm sure if we tackle it slow, steady and methodically, we might be able to do it right, but only time will tell. Want to give a huge shout out to everyone that has subscribed from last week's request. Thank you very much, that really helped. Everyone that has commented, that has liked, yep, thanks. Yep, thank you. And a huge shout out to everyone that has donated, and especially to everyone from Patreon, because this really means a lot to us and it helps us out immensely. And as you know, without your help and support, none of this would happen. So thank you very much. Looking forward to showing you the next stages, which will be the finished floor, well, the finished subfloor, and then moving on to the engine bed, which is going to be really cool. So stay tuned, and hopefully over the winter we'll keep you entertained.